country. You are in another place. Heaven is up there. Earth is down here. You are representing that country. So when you start to pray, you're praying to that government to give you what you need to get the job done.
Okay, and that government is Jesus.
That's right. Okay. In which Jesus is the king.
And so an ambassador would be.
That's you.
You're the ambassador. And
stay with it. Stay with it until you get it. Let's try to put it. Let's put it where you can see it. The government. Where is the government in this one? Let's take an earthly government for you so you can understand.
Yeah.
You are under government of the U.S. United States. Right. They send you to China. U.S. is your what? Government. But now you are an ambassador over in China. When you need something, who you gonna call on? You go back here where you came from. Okay. That's why you used to hear me say this at church. I love these one-on-one settings because when you're preaching in church, people don't really get this. When you used to hear me say this in church, what if China go broke? Does that affect you? No. Whose government are you depending on? United States. United States. You were just sent there, handpicked by the President Obama, sent you over into China. You get over into China and you discovered you need $5,000 to get this job done. You ain't finna go to China to ask. Right. You're going to get on your cell phone, call back to the U.S. government and says, in order to do this job, I need $5,000. Obama goes to his cabinet and says, she's over where? China. Are you at home when you're in China? No. No. Read Paul when he says, our citizenship is where? In heaven. That's Ephesians. Colossians 3:20. He's trying to show you, you are an alien. You are away from your home.
What do you do there when you go to China or to Russia?
You've been sent there to do a job. Yeah. Remember? When they sent you to China, he gave you specific instructions. I don't know what those instructions are. He may have told you when you get to China, I want you to build me a great wall around China. China government has agreed with the United States government to allow you to come in to build that wall. Go ahead.
So it's important for us as ambassadors to hear from God.
Oh, you don't even know.
So we can go out and colonize and do the things
as
that
the ecclesia. That's what the word church comes into play. What did he do to them 12? He handpicked them, sit them down, and taught them. And then sent them. Dispersed them. That's right. So first of all, they didn't just go out on their own. They already knew what he told them to do. He said, when you go, Acts 20:19, you do whatever I told you to do. That's 20:19. Where he said, I want you to heal the sick.
That's an ambassador.
Yeah, that's what. See, he's already given them instructions. They ain't out there just running haphazardly. They've already been given instructions as to what he wants them to do. Read, good question.
Ambassador don't talk back or ask them the question.
No, they don't give their.
They don't give their opinion. Why?
Because they're not a king.
They're not a king, and they were sent by the government, so they already.
The answer. The government
already. Handshake. Yeah. The government already told you what to do. So why you got to give? All you're doing is stating your position. You're saying what the government told you to do. You're not over there saying, you know what? I think y'all ought to change the name from China to Yugoslavia. They didn't ask your opinion. Why are you over there fooling with stuff? The government told you what to do when it sent you to China. Why are you over there fooling with something it didn't tell you to do?
That's how you get killed.
That's how you. And not only that, wait a minute, you can start a war too. You can start a war between the United States and China because why? You over there saying stuff.
What I should have did.
What you should have done. What you want done. And when them two leaders get together, they say, well, your ambassador said you don't like pizza. And over in Italy, we love pizza. And you sitting there going, I didn't say that. Now, you can't say that because when you get that ambassador back in that room, I knew I would. Man, you going to start a war.
Okay, you go over there and say nothing.
I ain't told you to say nothing. I already told you what I wanted you to say. I told you what I wanted to. You see how serious this is and why we need to keep praying and talking to him. You got something else? Go.
Yeah, it's, the kingdom is near is the power of an ambassador. It's in chapter 4.
That's chapter 4. Oh, wait, that's way out there. Let's not go there. We want to stay with 3.
I'm real confused in that one.
Where?
When it says something about, a peril of cities dominions, authorities, best illustrated in the function of ambassadors.
Is that chapter 4?
Yeah, ambassador or diplomat who carry out.
The kingdom is near. Which
I'm in the,
That's not chapter 4.
The power of an ambassador.
here it is. Whatever the assignment of Jesus, page 126.
That's still chapter 3.
Oh, it's still chapter
7.
Okay.
No, that's still chapter 3.
That's still chapter.
That's still.
120, right?
Wait a minute. No, baby, that's saying chapter 4.
Okay.
The power of an ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
What page that's for us?
126.
127.
126.
Where you see that at?
Hey,
What she's
What
reading?
verse? What verse it is? Huh? I mean,
A parable, the power
yeah,
of
The
an
first-
ambassador.
the first verse. I mean, first.
A parallel of this dominion authority is best illustrated in the function of ambassadors and embassies.
See, and when it says two nations establish formal diplomatic relations with each other, they open embassies.
Embassies.
I didn't understand none of that.
Wait, because you don't understand government. Let me show you what that's saying. Watch. Let me show you where my pen go. Let me show you what that's saying. First of all, it says two nations establish what?
Diplomatic
Relationship. Here we go again. U.S. and China. They establish what? Diplomatic relationships.
with each other.
How did they do that?
come together.
They come together. Who come together?
The head.
The two heads get together.
And like
The
China
United States head
Head
and
China
China.
head.
and China head. And they say,
Presidents.
we're going to work together.
The two presidents.
And China's head. They get together and say, we're going to work together. So now, if they're going to work together, the first thing they do is, if United States going to send somebody to China, he ain't finna stay with the head in the head's house. So what is United States going to put over there so that person that's going over there can stay? An embassy.
An embassy. You have to have.
He going to build a place. He going to buy some land, build a place. Here's the house. It's called an embassy.
You have one in America and you have one in China.
China's got one here. We have one there. Let me tell you something. You need to look this up. If you go into a country where America do not have an embassy,
You in trouble.
you on your own. You get in trouble, and they probably gonna keep you there.
You
Because
gonna
it
get
says
it.
the United States Embassy is in Nassau.
Yes, they have
It's
a
American soil, so
yes, because the heads got together. Oh, you see, that's why you see why I want you to kind of like put out everything, and 'cause when you get this, you're gonna see how important we are to the kingdom of God. Because we are away from home, He has to give you a place. Two heads get together, and when I was studying this, I really began to see. Whenever I wanted to attack, if I was in China and I wanted to attack America, I would. You remember those four people got killed? You probably didn't watch the news in the embassy. And Fox News won't let it go because those folks, the folks attacked the American embassy, and that's actually American soil in that country because the heads have agreed that you can have an embassy in our country, that there's a place where they give you where you can build your own place within our place.
Yeah, you can start a
and they
war
can't
from that.
touch you.
And they can't touch you. And you are there as an ambassador. You are living in that embassy.
And but you're from.
But you are
United
from
States.
United States.
the United States.
Right.
And your culture, you don't have to give up your culture.
You don't have to do
You don't have you are only there to represent who?
United States.
United States. You're living there and you're representing the United States on foreign soil.
So they have because it says U.S. embassy ground. That person is safe from capture at least for them. Well, it said
That's right.
If a Bohemian citizen or an American citizen or a citizen of any nationality is fleeing from local law enforcement and managed to get inside the U.S. embassy ground, that person is safe. From
Ain't
capture.
nothing they can do to him.
That's right.
Ain't nothing they can do to him.
No,
Now, if he leaves that embassy, because that ground is considered U.S. ground wherever that embassy is, and as long as he stay in that building and on that soil,
Yeah, so what?
he's
He
good.
can't leave
But
that
if he
building.
leave out there, I'm going to get me a hamburger, and he
Yeah.
cross it over back into China soil or any other country,
They can kill him.
they can catch it. That's why. Oh,
That's
you
why
got to
this war
understand
got
government.
killed.
That's ambassador is such or when you understand what an ambassador is,
Yeah.
when we understand what that is, we'll understand how we are protected, and we can understand how we are not protected.
So don't leave
the embassy.
As kings and queens, we don't leave
The embassy. We stay with Jesus.
We stay with Jesus.
Stay with Jesus, because you can get in trouble.
You out there on your own.
You're on. Isn't that what he told you? If they're not with me, I can't protect them. Didn't he tell you I can't protect them? Didn't he tell you if he can't protect you if you're not with him? You're not an ambassador of his. You out there on your own. And when stuff starts to happen,
I don't know who they
I don't know who you are. Who are you?
I can't help you.
I can't help you. Oh, there's so much.
Holy Ghost.
I wanted to teach all of this stuff at that church. I wanted to bring in all of this because people don't know. And I'm an ambassador of Christ. Really? So you've been sent from heaven to the earth to represent the government. You're not representing a religion. You cannot hang around Mackley and think I'm going to talk religion, because I'm talking government. What did Jesus say in Isaiah? The government shall be upon his shoulder. He did not set up a religion. He set up a government. And we're trying to tie it into religion, and it just doesn't work. That's why you need to keep praying. That's why you need to keep talking to him, because you'll never understand what he done. So he can show you what it is he done. Oh, this stuff. Yeah, let's stop. We're gonna go over this some more. Because Sister